Hello, geniuses. This is Christy Cook coming at you from my hotel room in Poland, where we are doing some family tree research. It's been amazing. And I wanted to make this video for you because so many people have been asking me, how do you create testimonials that weave in your pillars of genius? So there's two things to consider. The first thing is the structure, and the second thing is the content. Let's talk about structure first. There's an easy format you can use for structure, and if you're a golfer, you will love this. It's acronym PAR, P-A-R. P stands for what was the problem, A stands for what were the actions you took, and R stands for what were the results. The beautiful thing about the PAR structure is you can expand or contract it based on whether you want a short testimonial, one sentence for P, one sentence for A, one sentence for R, or whether you want a long case study. You know, you can write 3 pages and you can do 3 paragraphs on what was the problem. You can do 3 paragraphs on what were the actions you took, and you can do a few paragraphs on what were the results. So PAR is the structure that you can follow, very flexible. The second thing is, what is the content? So how do you weave your unique pillars of genius, attract your perfect match client using testimonials? Well, the first thing is when you identify P, the problem, the question you want to ask to your clients when you're gathering testimonials. The P is, so when you first came to work with me, what was the problem you were trying to solve? You ask it with curiosity. Now, the reason you're asking the question that way, you're not asking, why did you hire me? Or what made you choose me over others? That's not the question. The question is, what was the problem you were trying to solve? Because you really want to gather that information in your PMC's own words. So when you ask it that way, when you came to me, what was the problem you were trying to solve? They're going to dish it in their own words. They're going to make their mind go back, in memory to that beginning time, and they're going to tell you what was that problem that they had. Now, A is action. And to define the actions using your pillars of genius, the way you can ask the questions is, so when we work together, one of the things other clients tell me is that I am X. So X meaning slide in your pillar of genius there. So for me, I might say something like, one of the things that other clients remark on is that I have no filter. Okay, I have no filter is literally the name of one of my pillars of genius. I have no filter. That is a name of my pillar of genius. So I can slide that in. So other clients tell me that I have no filter. Did you experience that in our work together, and how did it benefit you? Okay, so that's the way you ask the question about the A. Now, there are many other things you can ask about or fill in about actions you took, like, so tell me about some of the actions we took during working with me that really benefited you. So the A, there's ways to ask that question, but asking it by inserting a pillar of genius and asking them to tell you how your pillar of genius benefited them is how you can weave in your pillars of genius. Now, the R is the results. So for results, you want to really gather 2 things, quantitative and qualitative. Qualitative is immeasurable things, like I feel so much happier now, I have so much more joy now, I'm so much more relaxed now, I have less stress about my business, whatever those results are. You can also gather quantitative results, which is what you can measure. My sales went up by 15%. I lost 12 pounds, whatever you can measure. So use that PAR model, expand or contract it, and remember to ask those questions in the A section that really highlight your pillars of genius, and ask your clients to tell you about how your pillars of genius manifested as a benefit for them. And that's the way you weave in your pillars of genius into your testimonials. Go for it. I want to see all those testimonials come back. Post them in our community Facebook page so I can see what you got, okay? Go for it. Thanks, geniuses. Love you all.